When you create your list building funnel in Kajabi, you're going to set up an email sequence. And this email sequence does two things. One, it delivers the lead magnet or the freebie. And then two, in subsequent emails, you will introduce this new subscriber to who you are, what your business does, how you can serve them, and kind of your unique philosophy. Because this is an opportunity. You have this new subscriber. They are, achieving a win because of your lead magnet. You really want to take this opportunity to nurture that relationship. And fortunately, this is something that doesn't take continual effort. You'll write your email sequence once, set it up in Kajabi, and then create an automation. So every time somebody signs up for your lead magnet, they are automatically added to this email sequence. So it's hands off once you write the emails and set up the automation in Kajabi. So now I'll show you how to create that email sequence, make sure that you're actually delivering the lead magnet, and then continue on creating those other emails in this new subscriber nurture sequence. In Kajabi, we're going to go to, under marketing, you're going to go to email campaigns. And since this is I'm going to do get started because it's the first one for this account. Otherwise, it'll say there will be a new email campaign button up in the right-hand corner. We're going to choose a sequence. So the biggest difference between a broadcast and a sequence is that if it's a broadcast, that means that you choose who it goes to and when it goes out. A sequence is triggered by an action that somebody else takes. So in this case, that action is filling out the form and signing up for your freebie. It says here, send a series of emails that can be triggered by an automation. It doesn't have to be a series. It can just be one email counts as a sequence in this example. So I like to just include, it's going to be a long title, but I like to be really clear about what exactly is happening here. So it's a freebie, and this demo freebie I'm using is called 10 Ways to Thrive, Delivery plus new subscriber sequence. And I'm just going to copy this because I know that that's what I'm going to name my first email. And continue. And here's where you can select a template. I would recommend just using the simple text. It's going to be the least likely to get blocked by spam filters. So we're going to choose get started, title for this email, and I'm just going to paste in that title that I copied. This is just an internal title. The recipient's not going to see it. This is for just for you. And you'll see in this first block, it says day 1, and it'll explain to you this email will be sent 1 day after someone subscribes to this sequence. But we want them to get the freebie right away. So we'll move it down to 0, and then it tells you it'll be sent immediately after someone subscribes. So again, internal title, that's just for you. The subject, and I have some suggested subjects here. Open for the name of freebie you requested. I'll just open for the workbook or 10 ways to thrive workbook. And Kajabi will kind of flag you like this one is too many characters, or if you let's try this for the free. It'll give you these suggestions. Avoid using spam trigger free, use fewer than 50 characters. So, Kajabi's trying to help you for your emails to actually get delivered. So definitely pay attention to their suggestions. And next is the preview text, and that's what appears after the subject in a recipient's inbox. I used this preview text. Let's get started. Okay. And now here's where we edit the content, the actual content of the email. And either way, whether you click edit content or launch email editor, the same thing's going to happen. So you'll notice that the email editor looks similar to the page editor with this panel on the right-hand side and these blocks for text, button, and you can add more sections to it. We're going to, first of all, update the text block. So you can click in here and it opens up this small box in the side panel. I like to use the full screen function. It's just a lot easier. We'll delete what they have. And I'm going to copy this text. I have the word button here because that's where I want to put a button in. So I'm going to paste it in here. So, and this is another kind of tricky Kajabi thing. It looks fine in here, and then we'll exit full screen, and the format, like the bullets here, get kind of wonky. So what you can do is, I'm going to make it big again. If you go into source code here, you'll see that there's all this, like all this kind of gobbledygook means that there's lots of formatting happening in here that we don't want to happen. It just pulled it over from my Google Doc. And the same thing will happen if you're using like Microsoft Word or anything. It just pulls over all this weird formatting. So you have a couple options. You can paste it into like a notepad or something on your computer that has no formatting. Or what I usually do is I open up the source code, I grab my copy, I copy from my Google Doc, and then paste in here. So this will strip all formatting. Then if we go okay, you'll see there's, nothing's italicized, there are no paragraphs, there's nothing. So you're gonna have to add the formatting back in. But it's just the best, it's the quickest way to actually remove all that formatting that came over for some reason from my Google Doc. And you'll notice up here, it says, hey, first name. If you are not sure that you've got the right formatting for that, you can go to personalize this drop down and then select first name and just put a comma after that. And so we'll exit full screen. And here it says you can download the guide, template, or ebook by clicking the button below. So that's what's going to happen next. After you've updated the copy and the content of your email, you're going to actually attach your freebie. So I'm going to back up a little bit, and we're going into this button block. So you want to change the link text to be something a little bit more exciting. I want it now. And your link action is going to be download a file. So, and this is assuming, this entire thing is assuming that you're using a PDF as your lead magnet. So I have this freebie, my downloads folder. So you'll choose download a file and then select the file. So that's going to attach this PDF to the email that goes out to people. And it's updating there. Okay, and now it says pick file, so you can't exactly tell that it's there, but we'll preview it in a second. You want to change the button background to one of your brand colors. Let's just pretend this is a brand color. And then you can move it around, make the button larger. You can kind of play around with that. So we're going to save it. And the way that I do have some text after this, after the button. So I'm just going to copy that, and then I'll do add section and choose the text section. And this, I know that the formatting is going to get weird, so I'm just going to paste it into the source code. And then add these paragraph breaks. And save. So we're going to want to preview to make sure that this button action is working. If we click there, yeah, it opens it up as an attachment. So we're going to back out. If you go to this arrow, it says save and close. because we just set up the day 0 email, that first email that delivers your freebie. So at this point, there's nothing else in this email sequence. So we'll back out again. And to add the next email, this one goes out immediately. To add the next one, you'll go to add new email, and you'll just go through the exact same process using a simple text, and you can choose when you want the subsequent emails in the sequence to go out. And you'll notice when we're looking at the like an overview of the entire email sequence, there are no subscribe triggers yet. So at this point, there's no way for somebody to get on the email list, because what we're going to do next is create a form, and the automation in that form is going to subscribe them to this email sequence. So after we create the form, if we open up this email sequence again, we'll see a subscribe trigger. So that's what comes next. Okay, so now you have created the content for your lead magnet, and you've written the email sequence and set it up in Kajabi. Next, we're going to create the form that actually kicks off this whole funnel. So thank you so much for watching. Stick around for that next video, and I will see you next time.